So Rose 5 has a very special place. Me and my two friends got the moose draw for up here last year. There's only 10 tags they give out, and we got one of them. And we got our moose right up around the corner up here. We called him in. We just called all day. They came back the next morning and he was right there. Made one call. We've seen him, some action in the willows. There he was. We got our shot on him. We put him down. And then a native lady drives by and stops. She says, "Oh, that's a nice moose you have there. What are you gonna do with the nose? What are you gonna do with the tongue?" And we're like, "Well, you can have them if you want, but we don't know how to cut them out." She says, "Oh, I don't have a knife." So we gave her a knife. She cuts the nose and the tongue out, and she says, "My name's Yvonne. Yvonne of the Yukon." And I never forgot her name. And she says, "My husband's just up the road at the cabin. You can see some meat hanging, a couple animals hanging at the cabin. If you want to go get him, he'd love to come help you guys. He'd probably show you a few things." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not too shy and I'd love to learn." So I drive up there, pull up to the cabin. This guy comes out and he looks at me like, "Who is this guy in this big white truck? You know, the power wagon." And I'm like, "Are you Art?" He's like, "Yes," with the, you know, weird questioning. And I said, "Oh, I just met Yvonne of the Yukon. We just put a moose down. We gave her the nose and tongue." And he's like, "Oh, that's great. That's great." She said, "You might be interested in helping us, you know, field dress the moose and maybe can teach us some tricks." And he's like, "Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to do that. I could probably show you some good stuff." So I pick him up in my truck and we drive back, you know, 15 minutes. And he taught us some amazing tricks. Like, I'm way more confident about the rib cage on a moose and some other techniques for butchering the moose out in the field. Anyway, and then we had no room for our jerry cans because this huge moose we got. So he said we were gonna stash them in the bush. He says, "Oh no, just bring them up to my cabin." So that's where I'm going now, is to see Art and Yvonne up at their cabin to get the jerry cans. And they have a guest cabin that I think I'll be staying in tonight. So pretty sweet. Anyway, let's get moving. We're not too far now. It's probably another half hour to their cabin at the most.